pink. Welcome to Backyard Plinking. My name is Charles. I'll be your host as we go through and explore everything BB and pellet related, from air pistols to air rifles, targets, and ammo. And guys, before I started this video, you almost got to see a range and accuracy test of this thing right off of the bat. I looked back over that way when I was setting up this morning, and I saw a drone flying around. He started kind of easing this way a little bit. I kept looking and said, he wouldn't. A little closer, a little closer. The angle he was at, I knew what direction that I was pointed. There's nothing down through there except for a ditch. Mosquitoes, frogs, snakes, maybe a gator. No. If he crosses my fence, he's going to find out this is restricted airspace, and there are some anti-aircraft guns around here. Or anti-drone guns. So I kept watching it for a little bit, and then all of a sudden this thing started having some kind of a fit. Where is he going? Up and down. I realized that somebody else had taken control. It made a nose dive, went almost out of sight, and then all of a sudden it got stable again and off it went. So if you have a drone, don't let your kids mess with it, because somebody might see. Anyway, I digress. This is a RUGER Airhawk. Now, there's a couple of versions of this. This one is the Elite 2. They have another version that you can pick up off of the shelf that has a wooden stock, has a dovetail set on the top. It is a break barrel, .177 caliber. This is not really a newer version. It's a little updated. Now, supposedly what's going on with this thing is it has a turbo nitro piston technology. TNT, dynamite, yeah, whatever. So the gas piston in the Elite series is supposed to be a little bit of a change from the regular RUGER Airhawk. Also, it has what they're calling a nucleus rail system. Basically, it looks like a Picatinny rail system that's up here. According to UMAREX, which makes this under license from RUGER, this particular setup and the way it's mounted to the top cap and then attached to the rest of it is supposed to help absorb a lot of the shock and stuff like that, to keep from throwing the scope off. Right? Out of the box, it will have a fully adjustable rear sight, elevation, windage. It is fiber optic. The front sight is also fiber optic. It's got this weird little muzzle on the end of it. It does have a adjustable trigger. There's a slot for that to reach up in there and either add some creep, take up some creep. Synthetic stock. It's got a nice little rubber butt pad on the back and the RUGER logo. One of the things that was in the instructions for this thing, screw here, there's one on the other side, and there's another one down here. It says every so often make sure and go through and tighten the screws to maintain accuracy. Never read that. In all the information booklets and all the stuff I ever looked up, that was new. It will come with a 4x32 scope, little RUGER emblem on there, and a set of rings to be able to mount this thing. The safety on here, it is an auto safety, so once you break the barrel down, it will put it into safe. You have to want to shoot this thing. When it's in the safe mode, it takes a little bit of energy to kind of get that thing up there, which is fine, you know, because some of the ones we've looked at lately is had the little suicide safeties on there, which you just touch it and click, and then all of a sudden you're shooting at drones that are having a fit and don't mean to. Take another shot. I want a little shatter blast. And it will blast them away. This thing advertises 1,250 feet per second with alloy and about 1,000 feet per second with standard lead, which is what I'm running through there now. Yes, because the alloys are expensive. But it's boom. Took him right off the rail. And this is actually a pretty good time to show you this one. I am gonna. I hadn't done a whole lot last week. I was trying to get through and set up some tests, so I've got some springers. We're going to put some springers up against some gas pistons, because there's several different variations of the. Everybody says theirs is the best. You know, Gammo has their claim. Crossman, Benjamin have their claim. UMAREX has theirs. So, figure gas piston against Springer, and then maybe one against the other. Kind of see if something holds a zero a little bit better. And when I say hold a zero, I mean we're going to put like 20 rounds through there just as fast as I can put them into there, and see if they'll stick with it. Ooh, steel target. Picking. Very cool. It's almost the end of the month. Don't forget to go to patreon.com/backyard_plinking. Donate in there. We're trying to get some money together so that I can give back to you guys. Some people have already done it. I know some of you are probably gonna hold back. So, well, let's see what happens first. You know, this month or whatever. That's fine. I'm gonna keep doing it till we get it right. And those of you that have already signed up and signed in, I can assure you, you won't be disappointed. I'm going to go through and mount the scope and stuff on here. This thing right here, you can actually pick up off of the shelf for under $100. Yeah, I know it's $99 in some places, but it's still under $100 till you figure the tax. Eh, whatever. Ruger Airhawk. This is the Elite 2 version. They do have the standard Ruger Airhawk version. It has the Woodstock and stuff on it. They're virtually identical except for a little bit of difference in the gas piston and the mounting rail system for it. Still both by UMAREX, under the license from Ruger. Either way, you can't go wrong. Very cool. Until next time, my name is Charles. This has been